Shalom, call halal, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that teach this truth and rule well by the spirits and power that be. I brought down to the hopeful elect, it's Brother Gabar, back with another lesson. And this is going to be not just preaching, all right? Not just preaching, but living out what you preach. You know, they got that saying, practice what you preach. Yahushua told us to do that. He said, don't be hearers only. Because those people aren't going to get saved. If you just hear these things, oh, yeah, that sound good. Oh, yeah, the kingdom. Oh, yeah, you know, this and that. Esau going to be under us and the rest of the heathens, and we going to rule forever, you know, and we're the chosen people. I'm an Israelite. You're an Israelite. We're an Israelite. But at the end of the day, are you acting like an Israelite? Because those are the ones that's going to be saved, right? The ones that don't take that MOTB. The ones that don't partake in the things of the flesh. Right? But the spiritual things, all right? So this is going to be not just preaching. We're supposed to be doing more than just preaching. We're supposed to be living this thing. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull my first scripture to open this up. Let me grab this. Slarky, give me 1 second. This is John chapter 13 and verse 35. It says, matter of fact, let me go back a verse. John 13:34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. Did Yahushua just say, oh yeah, I love you? Nah, Yahushua performed the greatest act of love. What's that? Let's grab that right quick. This is John 15 and 13. It says, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Yeah, Yahushua, he laid down his life for his friends, the elect, right? Ultimately, the whole nation of Israel is going to be saved in the kingdom. But Yahushua laid down his life for his friends. That's the greatest act of love. He said, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. So we supposed to be performing the same act of love, right? Now, some brothers are going to be martyrs, but some brothers aren't, you know, so we got different lots, but we supposed to show that we love one another. Next verse. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. Yeah, so by the acts we show to one another, that's how the world is going to know that we're Yahushua, because Yahushua did the same thing. We're of his stock, you see? So it's not just a thing of just speaking. It's a thing of actually living, right? You have to live these scriptures. You learn the scriptures, but then you walk in the scriptures. Now let's go to Sirach 37 and 19. It says, there is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. Yeah, so it's going to be certain people, you know, that's wise in the scriptures, right? They know all the breakdowns. They know this, they know that. Whatever it is, whatever the case is, they know all this knowledge. But then in their life, they're not applying it. So they're not being profitable unto themselves. They learning all this and doing all this, but they just not applying it in their own life, which makes them really not wise, right? They're faking the funk, really. And you got to make sure you're not that person, right? Because you don't want to be that person when Yahushua returns that, you know, you was breaking down the MOTB correctly. You was breaking down who the Edomites are correctly. You was breaking down who the Israelites are. You had the names, but when Yahushua come, you done took the MOTB, right? You joined to Esau's house, and his house gonna be stubble, so you're gonna be stubble, right? So at the end of the day, this is a thing that you must live out, right? And yeah, when you start living this out, it's a target on your back, and Satan wants you. But the Lord is only going to allow Satan to do what the Lord allows. You can't be looking at Satan, you know, as Satan. Man, the Lord is controlling Satan. The Lord is controlling Esau as well. The Lord is controlling us, man. All right, so you ain't got nothing to fear. That fear comes from lack of belief. If you believe the scripture says that he's omnipotent, right? So you shouldn't be in fear of Satan. You should be in fear of Yahweh B'Hashim Yahushua. And whenever the Lord does allow Satan to do certain things, you should self-examine yourself and continue to be faithful and maintain your integrity like Job. That's why we got the book of Job. So it says, there is one that is wise and teaches many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. So we must be profitable to ourselves by being doers of this thing, not just hearers only, not just understanding knowing the breakdowns and repeating them back, but actually living this thing out, actually having the real experience. James 1:22, it says, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. Exactly. So you know you an Israelite. Yeah, you know that. You know not to eat pork. You know all these other things, But guess what? You still not performing them. Don't just preach, but perform. Not only preaching, but it's also a performance, okay? This truth, right? Because a lot of people know they Israelites. They throw on some fringes and they still acting like the same nigga that they was, but then they changed their name to something else. They get themselves a Hebrew name, but really they the same nigga. Nigga named Tyrone. Tyrone, he wakes up to knowing he's an Israelite, and he changed his name to, I don't know, some Hebrew name. And then he's still acting like Tyrone. So you're not really that new creature. You're supposed to be born again, right? You're supposed to be washed by the word, baptized by the word, right? Submerged. But you're not, because you're not acting like it. Verse 23, for if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his face in the glass, for he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, right? This man shall be blessed in his deed. Yeah, so you remembering what you was taught and you continuing in it. As Yahweh Shah said, Slakia, it's in Revelation. He said, if you keep the word of my patience, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. So we got to continue in what we learn in this doctrine, in this way, right? In these teachings and these sayings, right? We got to continue in this, not just hear, oh, shit, I'm Israelite. Then you walking off, oh, yeah, I'm Israelite. No, man, that ain't what it's about, man. It's a lifestyle, okay? It's not just teaching, it's a lifestyle. Teaching is a part of it, but you get taught so you can live the lifestyle, man, okay? And that's basically all I had. That's what was on my spirit today to bring out. Lord's will, this was edifying. Last thing I want to say is call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Chakodash, for giving me spirit and power to make this lesson. While also double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that teach this truth and rule well by the spirits of power that be. Also, Wabrak Dama to the hopeful elect. Shalom.